Welcome back again to A Taste of Life with Alex Ray and Errico. So, guys, here we are, and we're talking about food and more specific cooking with cannabis. And Marty and Alex, they introduced me to this topic, and my question was how do you cook with cannabis, right? First of all, what are the process?
So we start with raw plant material. Let's grab your bud. What does that look like?
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so we take a little piece of bud here. And on the outside of this plant, there are little crystals called glandular trichomes. And those will melt right into oils, alcohol or something like that, never water. So as long as we take some heat, these will melt. And some time, they'll infuse into our oil. So
okay, so no water, no water.
Don't use water. What kind of oil are we going to use today?
Okay, I was planning to make a mousse, so I was planning to maybe use cocoa butter. Is it good enough?
That'll work. Yeah, nice and fatty. That's great.
All right. So that's what we have. That's what we have. So this is my cocoa butter, and with my cannabis. Right, I assume this is the quantity that I need for my recipe of cocoa butter is more or less 30 grams cocoa butter. Cannabis, we have almost, we have grams of cannabis.
Sure.
Just to see how potent we can make it. Now that's the thing I want to understand, how the ratio works, right?
Sure. I mean, this is always an interesting subject. It's like, okay, how much of this do you want to eat? You want to eat... show me what size is a serving.
I want to make a three dessert of the size, more or less.
Great.
A little.
So
handful.
each dessert, should have a certain milligrams of THC in it.
Okay.
We can do a little bit of calculation. If we start with a gram of cannabis, that's 1,000 milligrams. If that gram is, say, it's 20%, we've got a nice potent strain. That's 200 milligrams. And if we cut that into 3, our total maximum potency is going to be 200.
Divide by 3 for each dessert, right?
So, it turns out to be, 60 grams or so.
Okay, is that a lot?
60 milligrams. A single dose is considered to be 10 milligrams. So it would be 6 doses in that one dessert. Now, a single dose is only the threshold where you could just barely feel it. So, 60 milligrams for an experienced cannabis user would be right about perfect, so that they can feel a nice mellow buzz.
But at 20% potency is an average cannabis product. Average, let's say, we should be a little bit less. 13,
a little bit
14.
less, and our extraction process isn't going to be 100%. So we're going to lose some there. So from 60 potential, maybe we're down at 40, 30 or something.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So it's a safe bet for a serving size.
Okay. So in my recipe, what I have, so now this is my cocoa butter, my cannabis. But usually, what's the original step they use to...
Oftentimes we'd take the oil and crock pot and just mix the two together in the crock pot for maybe an hour or 2. But in order to make the cannabis active for our body, we have to heat it up first. So that's called decarboxylation, basically turning the natural form of the acid form of THC and decarboxylating it and making the neutral THC that we're normally used to using. We need to do pretty high heat, around 220 degrees Fahrenheit. And we need to do that for about an hour.
Okay.
So you had a particular idea?
Well, I have an idea. What if I can combine the decarboxylation and the infusion at the same time instead of the 2 different processes? That I'm gonna pay attention to the decarboxylation, and I'm gonna pay attention if I heat up too much, I'm gonna burn my bud. I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
So can I do these 2 things?
There's only one way to find out. If you eat it and you get high, then it worked.
All right.
If it either it doesn't work, then we got to go back to the drawing board.
I'm already high without even doing it. So I had an idea. My idea was to try to use this system that's called sous vide.
What is that called?
Practically you're cooking in a vacuum sealed container, right?
Really?
So
that's what this fancy
exactly. You have
machine
a vacuum seal, exactly. You put your buds and your cocoa butter inside,
Into this pouch?
inside this bag. This machine is vacuum sealed and take out all the air, and then there is this the sous vide. That, so you put then you put that bag inside a pot with water, and this inside.
Yeah.
And this is heat up the water to a temperature, to a constant temperature,
Right?
You know, and you say we need 200 Fahrenheit. Those things get to 200 Fahrenheit, so we have no issue. And that's what actually I did. I left these for like a couple hours, 200 Fahrenheit into the cooking into the water, right?
Right.
And what I got was like a cocoa butter infused with the cannabis. Right. I used then like one of those cheesecloths to strain it, and I used that in my recipe. Okay. You know, like so the recipe was we were looking for like a cocoa butter with obviously our cannabis. So there was some gelatin because we're making a mousse, right? So I need some of my gelatin. So now this is a solid gelatin already.
It's not ice?
No, this is not ice. It's jiggly. So this is our gelatin, and then our product that we're gonna use for the mousse. That is mango. So
this is the flavor bit.
Yeah, the flavor. Okay. That's the mango mousse, right?
Nice.
So I combined these three together. And my final product that I got, it's a mousse that I put in in one of those silicone mold, right?
Right.
So I can demold it and give it the shape that I want.
Well,
right?
you're the pro, so you know what to do.
Exactly. If you guys want, like, we're gonna post then the recipe on the channel online, and so you guys can have access to the recipe and
find dessert.
Find dessert, and this is the final product that we get. Boom! This is a mango mousse.
That looks
fancy,
next level.
It's not a typical mousse that you put like in that glass, and sitting there. This is fancy.
Nice dessert.
This is a nice dessert. So now like before we serve this dessert, we're gonna like decorate a little bit more. If you wanna, you can put some extra mango puree on top, right?
Well, I'm hungry. I want to see if this worked.
So let's see. So you put some extra on top. That's it.
Lovely.
You can let it fall a little bit. That's it. Let's give it a little bit like a soft form. Look at that. Woo.
A little drizzle.
A little drizzle. And then I went ahead and I prepared some like chocolate decoration to make it look fancy, right? To make it look like nice. So let's see what we got here.
Oh, nice! You got the.
So I went with
little
like
leaf.
Yeah. So let's do something like something nice. We can do something like this, sitting on top of our dessert, and then something more like crazy. Look at that.
That's gonna be fun to eat.
You gotta crack it. That's the fun part. You get it and you crack it, and then I tried to make some of meringue, right? Like with what we have here in the studio, and let's see if we can get some decent result.
Is it open?
Oh no, actually it's not open. You're right. We can open right now. Let's see.
Watch the pro at work.
Huh. So let's see. First of all, let's do a trial. Oh, it's doesn't stay too much. Okay, not too much. Just make it a little.
Just lightly. Okay.
Oh. That's it.
Look at that.
This is our dessert, man. And now it's time to try it. What do you think, Ray?
Okay, I'm gonna come in here.
Do you want to try it?
I'm just so hungry. What do I do? Come in here like this?
Wait, get the spoon. Get the spoon. Okay. It's a mousse. You get.
I thought it was like a hard thing. Okay.
No. It's still delicate. Yeah.
Boom.
That look at
Give me the
Do you hear the crack? That's the thing that we're looking for.
Oh, so that's mango.
Do you smell it?
Yeah.
Do you smell the cannabis?
No,
too?
There's no cannabis smell there.
No cannabis smell. Okay, let's see.
That's actually really good. It's got like the chocolate's coming last, but the mango's there first. And the cannabis is there, but I like it. It's not like I'm eating grass or anything chlorophyll.
So it's not that you taste the chlorophyll too much, or
no, not at all.
Because that was my fear that like doing the decarboxylation and the extraction at the same time. I maybe gonna get some chlorophyll in it, but
you have to try it. You'll like it.
I have to try. Okay, I'll try. Oh, look at the sound.
Yeah, I think you're gonna find that really work. That's an easy recipe to do. We're gonna post that on our channel, and maybe you can try that at home. Let us know if it worked, if you had the right flavor.
But look at this mousse. Look at that. Look how soft it is. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
Look at that. That's beautiful.
that's a winner right there. Excellent.
Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna have much more recipe. So many other stuff that we're gonna show you. We are experimenting. We are trying to put things together. New way to cook. New way to extract. And next time we're gonna have a different dessert. So keep following us.
Thanks.